Hey everybody, it's Squash772. So I just got my VADERS Vault ACOLYTE back in, and it's been upgraded with the new Crystal Shard V4 soundboard. Now this thing is amazing compared to what the Crystal Shard 3 is. It has 16 color profiles. So you have a way wider range of colors that are possible, and I'll go through all those in a little bit. You have 4 different blaster deflects. So now you have 4 different blaster sounds instead of the one which was on the Crystal Shard V3. Force effect. So if you press the auxiliary button and swing at the same time, it does a special type of sound. If you have a lit activation button, when it's idle and not in deep sleep mode, the button will flash whatever color you have your button. So I think we should get into what it is. That's the basics of this. Unless, of course, you're really fancy and you like all the technical stuff, you can go look that up online. But as just a basic overview, that's what's in it. So I'll turn it on. Acolyte sound font. So, you're red. Here, let me go shut that off. So, you have your red here. You have like a salmon type color, like a salmon pink, like a deep, like pumpkin orange, like a light type color. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like a lighter orange. As you see, it's like pretty light. Like a lime green, which looks really cool, like a yellow green. A super light green color, like it's so barely like green, or you could even count this as almost like yellow. It's super hard to, I don't know what you would call this. If you can tell me what color this is, please do. You have your, what used to be regular green, and then you have a really dark green, like this dark green. The other green is almost, like, to me, looks like what you would see in the movies. And this is like a really dark green. You have like a teal / cyan, like, it's more cyanish, it's more on the green side. Blue, like a light blue, an even lighter blue. I got 3 shades of blue. A really nice violet purple. It's just dark, it's just super nice looking. Your lighter purple. Your pink. White. And then back to red. Let me turn the lights back on. So now to go through how sensitive it is, because this is now it's a super sensitive board compared to what the Crystal Shard V3 was. You can make the slightest movement. Sorry, let's see if I can get it. You still have to move it quite a bit, but you don't have to do it as hard as you used to. It's probably weird, but like you don't have to move it as hard as you used to have to. So that's one really cool thing. Your different blaster deflects. So there's your 4, which is really cool, and then you have your force effect. I'm still getting the timing down, but you have to do it like you have to get your timing down, definitely with that. Now I'll show you what I meant by the button will flash when idle. As you see, the button blinks, which is kind of a cool feature. It shows that it's not in deep sleep mode. Now we'll see if we can wait a little bit to, and then I'll show you. Okay, so it's gonna take a while. Oh, there we go. Now see, now it's off. Now you know it's in deep sleep mode. So now if I click it, okay. But I'm pretty sure it was in deep sleep mode at that point. But yeah, so in comparison with the Crystal Shard V4 and the Crystal Shard V3, the V3 I think had 10 color profiles. 1 blaster deflect, no force effect, and it wasn't as sensitive. Now with the Crystal Shard V4, you have the 16 color profiles, 4 different blaster effects, you know, the force effect, and it's a lot more sensitive, so you don't have to swing it as hard as you would have to. And what I mean by the color profiles is the different colors. So if you go on to my VADERS VAULT ACOLYTE review, which I definitely hope you go and watch that video, you'll see that there's not as many colors as there are on this one. So all in all, the Crystal Shard V4 is an amazing soundboard. It's small. I think it's only about, I would gauge around that big. I don't know, because I'm not going to open up my thing. I could, actually. I'll show you how big this thing is. It's just, it's basically a prism with a little tiny bit less function. Yeah, if you see, that's how big it is. So, yeah, roughly that big, which is super small and super nice. These soundboards you cannot purchase, just like on TCSS or anything. They're vendor only, so only vendors like VADERS VAULT, Genesis Customs, and I don't know who else can currently have access to them. If you do know, please comment. But you can't just go out and buy this soundboard. You have to get a saber from a certain company. So that really just makes it off. It really just makes it a special thing. But all in all, yeah, Crystal Shard V4, amazing. You're gonna get all VADERS VAULT sabers from now on, except for the RTS ones that are still in there, which is like 2 Furies. They have Crystal Shard V3, but any other VADERS VAULT from now on, ever since it was announced, has the V4 in there. And if you want to send in your VADERS VAULT, like I did, it costs you $125, and they get to keep the soundboard. And they keep the old V3 soundboard, just give you the new V4. So, yeah, totally recommend the soundboard. It's amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic day.